Welcome back to the Neighborhood Watch, where twice a month we bring you crime prevention outreach, what's going on in your community with deputies from our Santa Clarita Valley Sheriff Station and your news director, Perry Smith. This is going to be my last show. I'm passing the bar to Kyle Jellings,
we need
manager.
Do we have Sarah McLaughlin? I Will Remember You, just to play over and over again.
Philip has that on.
I don't know if we can.
I know it's on his iPod.
It's on his iPod, certainly. But I don't know.
I think it's a ringtone, too, but I'm sure we can cue that up for the next segment. So, Kyle...
Perry Smith, for those who don't know, Perry Smith is out of here. He's gone, and he will be sorely missed here at KHTS.
Go on, you.
As much as the last week has been just
like when you clear out the fridge
the
and
peanut
that
gallery, that peanut gallery of that you just toss whatever, quit being lazy and stuff, whatever.
Short timer syndrome.
Yeah, exactly. But your hard work will be certainly missed, Perry, and the relationship that you had with the sheriff's department and.
Well, I know we're going to continue.
And
that.
No, I know that, but it's a great sheriff's station, of course. But your hard work is going to be sorely missed.
Thank you.
Also, you're the worst person ever.
Yeah. Okay. Nobody cares about me. Let's talk about Santa Clarita Valley Crime Prevention Sheriff Station outreach. What's going on in the studio? Two very special guests: Deputy Betsy Shackelford, Crime Prevention Unit Leader for the Canyon Country East Zone. Betsy, thank you for coming on the air today.
Thanks for having me.
And Deputy Kevin Duxbury.
Hola.
Former, you've been the co-host, right? You're old hand at this.
I've got like 5 under my belt. I'm an old school guy, right?
I'm gonna let you just run it then. I'm just gonna. I'll just turn the mics on and let you go.
He's done a couple shows, but Kyle's management secret is delegation. Yeah. That's really what you got to know.
I'll turn it into Kevin's motorcycle show.
Oh boy, I'm worried. With lots of Metallica, I know. So I just want to update everybody on some of the crimes and some of the sentences that have been going on in the community, in the news in the last few weeks. Some of you may remember, people here for a longer time, the Halloween trio were 3 teens that were 17 years old when they were accused of a robbery and murder, and the last one was sentenced last week to life without parole. That was Diamante Tate McGee, a 20-year-old from Canyon Country and Lancaster area. He was convicted of 10 charges, including first-degree murder, second-degree robbery, attempted murder, and allegations that he was actually the person who used the gun and led the other individuals to the robbery. So that happened. He was sentenced to life without parole and then 7 life terms for his role in the robbery and murder, which was believed to be the shooting. Also, just wanted to let everybody know we have some information on hometownstation.com about some outstanding suspects that the Santa Clarita Valley Sheriff Station are trying to locate. There were 2 individuals who walked into a Target, were caught on camera last Monday. Deputies put this out through the Nixle report, and they walked out of the store on camera with a shopping cart filled with 4 Xbox Ones, valued at approximately $1,200. They were, the 500 gigabyte system. Pretty bold maneuvers, but they were caught on film, and they were seen getting into the car.
It's bold strategy.
So,
bold strategy.
Out and hiding in plain sight or something like that. I don't know. You can't really do that when you're 6'5" and almost 300 pounds. So, we have their pictures up on our website, the Santa Clarita Valley Sheriff Station. Put those out through Nixle. So if you see those people, contact the Santa Clarita Valley Sheriff Station at 661-255-1121. And again, just to remind people, one of the reasons why we do this show is to encourage the outreach that the Santa Clarita Valley Sheriff Station does. And Nixle is one of the ways that that's done. And so if people want to sign up for a Nixle report, they want to get the word straight from Deputy Kevin Duxbury here, Deputy Betsy Shackelford, they can go to their browser window and type in Santa Clarita, Nixle, sign up for reports that come straight for your neighborhoods. And you guys do those every week, right?
Yeah, every week.
Talk to me a little bit about that. You guys just kind of look at you get all the reports, right, for your specific area.
Right, we get all the reports for our zone, and then from that we minimize that into a basic Nixle that we send out so people can see what's going on.
And we also... There was, we have any other outstanding suspects or any other cases we want to talk about? Just get to fireworks safety.
Been out of the loop for about a week here, so.
Okay. Well, he's catching us back up. So we also want to talk about fireworks safety. We want to talk about pool safety. This is kind of the summer show, prelude to that, because everybody's going out of town. Talk about home safety and Touch a Truck and Love Ride, some upcoming community events coming up. But let's take a quick commercial break, and we'll be right back on your Neighborhood Watch, brought to you by your hometown station on AM 1220 KHTS. Welcome back, Santa Clarita Valley. We're here on your Neighborhood Watch, where twice a month we talk about Santa Clarita Valley Sheriff Station crime prevention, outreach, and what's going on in law enforcement. In the studio with me today, Deputy Kevin Duxbury and Deputy Betsy Shackelford from the Santa Clarita Valley Sheriff Station Crime Prevention Unit. Thanks again, guys. It's great to have you guys down here. And let's talk a little bit about the Zone Leader program. And just to let people know, because it's a great community resource out here for the Santa Clarita Valley. And Betsy, you have not been on the show before, so I'm going to needle you with questions a little bit and talk to you, get your story out there so people know who their Canyon Country East Zone representative is. Because you're the person that people can contact if they have an issue, there's something going on in my community, I need some help, can the sheriff's station adjust response for this? They can call and request that of you, and you can see what you can do, right? That's kind of what you do for that area?
Yes, of course.
And so it's a little bit about analyzing crime, my understanding, a little bit about kind of adjusting response, and a little bit about kind of working with the community. And you guys go to meetings and talks. Dux, you can talk to me a little bit about that too.
Yeah, well, I work Zone 3 in the Stevenson Ranch area. They have their town hall meetings and their HOA meetings, and I go to those with the statistics, and we talk about the preventable crimes. There's only so much you can do about shopliftings and stuff like that, but when it comes to securing your personal property in your car, leaving your garage open at night, things like that, those are the kind of things that we can educate the community on better to better protect themselves and prevent crimes in their area.
And not be those victims. Right. So Betsy, how long have you been with the Sheriff's Department? When did you join?
Almost 9 years.
9 years.
Yes.
And so you were telling me earlier you went to the court system first, and that's where you started your patrol, per se.
Yeah, I spent about 3 years at Allen Valley Courthouse, and
Oh,
then
Allen
I went
Valley.
to Palmdale
Okay.
Sheriff Station after that.
So you're kind of maintaining order, doing custody transfers? Is that the type of stuff? What is?
I worked mostly the lockup.
Oh, okay. So like the court jail for people waiting for. Okay.
Correct.
Right on. And then after that, did you go to Antelope Valley Patrol, or did you come to the Santa Clarita Valley Sheriff's Station?
I went to Palmdale Station.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
And so you went from Palmdale, and how long were you there for?
Almost 2 years.
Oh, okay. And it's a little bit different than Santa Clarita Valley. Is that a bigger station, smaller station? What's that like?
Palmdale's definitely much, much busier than Santa Clarita.
Oh, okay. And how long were you in Palmdale? I'm sorry?
Almost 2 years.
Okay. So 5 years. So you've been here 4 years, or were you somewhere else before you came?
I've been here for almost 3.
Oh, almost 3?
I was
Okay.
on loan to our
It's journalism math, I'm sorry.
Services Bureau. That's okay.
Transit Services Bureau?
Yes, I spent a little time there for
Oh, okay.
about a year.
Is that up here, or were you?
No, that's down at Union Station.
Okay, yeah, because if I'm not mistaken, Transit Services Bureau basically covers all of LA County. I mean, it's one of those,
Yes.
right? So where were you? You said South LA?
Down at Union Station.
Oh, okay. Well, that's a pretty busy place. What was that like?
Definitely. Very, very busy.
Well, was there a lot of like fair evasion kind of?
Yes,
Responses?
that's the majority of what we deal with, yes.
Okay. And then when did you come to the Santa Clarita Valley Station?
December of 2013.
Right on. Philip, did I see that right? Did we have a call on the line?
We did, but it was
Was it a prank call? Was somebody trying to reach Duxbury?
for George,
Oh, okay.
and George is not in. So sorry, George.
Okay. So 2013 catches up. Philip, please hold the rest of the calls then, if that's going to be the type of instruction, all right? Betsy's trying to tell her story. So Transit Services Bureau, and then you came here in 2013.
Correct.
Okay. And have you been in the crime prevention unit, or were you doing patrol, or?
I've been with the crime prevention unit for about 2 months now.
Okay. Okay. So the first part of that, the first couple of years you were
It's
doing.
been a patrol.
Okay.
Yes.
And when you do patrol, you have like a car in a certain area, or like were you working all throughout the Santa Clarita Valley? Or?
I spent the majority of my patrol time in Canyon Country, so
Okay.
I'm quite familiar with the area.
Well, that's perfect. So
Exactly.
you already had some contacts out there
Yes.
when you. Okay. So what have you been doing since you came to the crime prevention unit? What type of stuff?
Well, our day changes. It varies.
It's not an average day in the office, right?
No. Some days we do our probation searches.
Yeah, Betsy just led one of those last week, was it?
Yes.
Yeah, we went and checked like 5 houses for probationers and for parolees, and went with a probation officer to make sure that they're doing the right thing and following their
So just-
probation. What do they call it? Their
Compliance. Or
Compliance,
whatever.
yeah.
I got what you're saying. Yeah, it's making sure they're in line with the terms of their probation, like
Exactly.
you said. So you guys do those how often? Like just kind of on an as need a basis a couple times a month? You guys
You
just
know, I
check on-
think it's safe to say that we like to try and do, the CPU in general, we like to try and do some kind of special thing at least once a week, I would say, whether it be a probation sweep or a
Encounter
Paseo
check.
saturation or the homeless campments, trying to help out the homeless people and things like that. So, yeah, I'd say about once a week we try and get out and do something like that. So it varies from week to week what we do.
And those operations are planned within the CPU, or is that kind of something that's station-wide?
Yeah,
or how does that work?
we're pretty much, I guess you'd call it self-initiated to come up with these things and
Okay.
and stay proactive.
Okay. And then so like you'd say, like we're seeing a lot of these type of thefts, so maybe we want to do an increased night patrol operation?
Yeah,
Or
exactly.
like how would you do that?
With the CPU, there's 8 of us in there altogether. So if one of our CPU teammates has an issue in a certain part of his area, he'll put together something, and we as a team will all go out and help him out in that area and to do an operation like that.
Awesome. And have you had a chance yet? I know you've only been on the unit 2 months, Betsy, but to do some outreach in there as far as like the community meetings or any of that stuff yet, or is that
I have
upcoming?
attended numerous city council meetings.
Oh, right on.
Yes,
so you've gotten the.
gotten a taste of it, yes.
All right. Well, civic leadership in action,
Yes.
Santa Clarita City Council, and obviously they have a good partnership with the Sheriff's Station
Yes,
also, and you guys are always doing events and seminars and educational stuff that we like to get the word about. Am I missing anything else? Basically, you guys also do community programs too. I mean, let's not short sell the CPU. You guys also do all those events, the e-shred stuff. Is that through CPU? Or
Yeah,
through
well, it's
Deputy Lapkin?
Deputy Lapkin puts most of those together because she is a community relation, but she is considered part of the CPU, and so when she does these things, we back her up and help her out.
And that's kind of a big component of that, I would imagine, too, is, again, just making those contacts so that they're not just, in law enforcement situations, they're also, like, community interaction and outreach. Well, we've got to take a quick commercial break. We'll be right back on your Neighborhood Watch, brought to you by All American Bail Bonds on your hometown station, AM 1220, KHTS.